do people want to hear about today? Lama Yeshe. Okay. Oh, okay. I can tell you one story about Lama. Um, this was back in, I don't know, maybe 78, 79. And Lama was teaching Utanamche, one of my Maitreya's texts. You remember that? So he needed some help in writing. He was translating, so he needed kind of a scribe to write down the verses. So I was in his room working with him on that. And we kept getting interrupted, Everybody would come into Lama's room, knock, knock, knock. Lama, what do we do about this? And he'd tell them, and then knock, knock, knock. Lama, so-and-so is doing that. Okay, give some advice. That person leaves. Next person, constantly, Lama's trying. Knock, knock. Lama, oh, you can't believe what just happened. And so everybody coming one after the other, giving him some problem to solve or something, And it was so amazing to watch him because whoever came, he was 100% with that person and heard them and addressed their question and answered their need. And when they left, that was the end of it. There was no residual about, why did that person come ask me that question? They could have answered themselves. Or, not like me. Okay. And, and not like, oh, God, these dimwits, why don't they just think? There was nothing. It was just, and so I had this image of water off a duck's back. The duck's just swimming, doing its business. Whatever comes, the water's there, it just goes right off the duck's back. Nothing sticks. And I was thinking, this is really the way to be, where you can deal with what's ever happening at the moment. But your mind doesn't form 10,000 opinions and, it doesn't proliferate about the situation. It just deals with it and lets it go. Yeah? And so I was thinking that's, because we talk a lot about living in the present, but I don't think many people understand what that means. Sometimes they think it means, well, you just enjoy the chocolate that's in front of you right now, but as Lama's book says, what happens when the chocolate runs out. But I was saying, the way he was modeling it, the way he did it was whatever was there, he dealt with it. He knew the past of the situation. He had some ideas and some thoughts about how he wanted things to go, but he wasn't proliferating about the past or the future or even what that person was asking right then. And I thought, wow, that gives you a lot of mental space to not get stuck in stuff. Yeah. But it's really hard. But just because something's hard doesn't mean we don't try and do it. That's not a good excuse. Yeah. So it's hard. We still try. We practice. We get better.